I need to protect my bare legs from you, oh my. You've already put whelps on them. So the night that my mom was insisting on going out and she was going to take a taxi and go early, I didn't want her to go, so she was pissed off that I wouldn't go with her early, and she also was pissed off I wouldn't let her have my hat, because she has her own hat and I like my hat and I'm the one walking, you're walking 10 feet to the taxi, okay? She wanted her bun to get, it wasn't even ringing. But anyway, she went into a fit and screamed at me at the top of her lungs, you know. She goes, she's like, just like this, she's like, when I wouldn't let her have the hat, she's like, I hate you, I hope you get up in that car and die! Okay? Just so you know, that night at the bar, even though I was mostly ignoring her, I wasn't being mean or anything, I just was doing my own thing as I had told her it was going to be the case, okay? I had warned her, I don't want you there, I wanted to go out by myself, I'm not going to, you're doing your own thing. But at one point when I was drunk, I did hug her and I said, you know I love you more than life itself, right? You know, no, I didn't do that so other people would see or hear or whatever. I don't give a fuck about anyone else, right? I did it because, you know, we weren't getting along, but I remember what she had said to me, and I still said that to her, you know. But I also got really, really drunk. I didn't want her there. Didn't want her there. I have a right to not want her there. I wanted to get out and be away, and, you know, and the only reason the church woman is even in my life at all, you know, guys know that, is because my mom got rejected from her old church where she lived, where Auntie goes, and church woman welcomed her back with open arms here, and that's what church woman does. I like her. You have to understand, I do like her. She's sincere and I like her, but I like her in small doses, and I don't like her at all when my mom's in the hospital. You know what I mean? There are things she thinks that I can do, or the power, or whatever. I had to set her straight. I had to make her understand this. There's never been this situation before, church woman, with these people, and my mom being in the hospital, and they're, you know, and I don't get along with these people because of what they did to my mom and me, both of us, you know, sitting there, and you cast a judgment on me about things about which you know nothing. You know, who the fuck do you think you are? Selena had some choice words for them. I saved my old text. Remember, Mama, you're hurting me! I know you don't understand, but Mama doesn't have... I don't want anything from the contractor, so my texts are all full because... Oh, another thing that disgusted Selena and pissed me off to no end. These people knew I didn't want them to have my cell phone. The reason I didn't want them to have my cell phone number is because the little bitch who has, you know, hasn't liked me from day one. You know, when my mom was having trouble with you know, I'm big on freedom of speech and free, you know what I mean? I don't like, you know, I'm not my mom. And you're not gonna, you don't control me, and you don't own me, and you don't fucking, you know, it's called freedom of speech. This little bitch remember, it all built up in me. But so long as it was between me and the bitch, it was okay. She crossed the line when she started drilling my mom, trying to get my mom to say stuff bad against me or whatever, just trying to figure out the situation. You know, she took it upon herself. It's not even like she's management, you know. Not even like she's a nurse. She's just not nothing, but you know what I mean? It's not even like she's management or nurse, and I said all that in my articulate letter, and it landed health services on my mom's door last September. So how can I fight these people? They win, always. I can't. I'm one fucking person alone. Alone. I can't fight them. You understand? The outgoing message, I or you, put on your own goddamn personal cell phone or any phone, is your business. There are people who have outgoing messages that's a rap song with swear words in it, aren't there? They're out there, aren't they? No! Stop it! No! Go lie down on the couch. You do not have to be on Mama's lap all the time. Mama's sad. It's all coming back to me now. You have to understand, even me, I don't forget, but my mom starts to slowly forget because she has to have them in her life all the time, and they're nice to her, and what is she supposed to do? Hate them? She can't, so she just conveniently forgets, but I never forget. Okay, come on, sweetie, you want to come to my lap? Here you go. Come on. Come on, sweetie, come on. Come on up. Come on. Now he doesn't want it. I wasn't expecting them to be calling, number one. Number two, I'd never given them my cell phone number. I wanted you to understand what I have to go through. My mom and I had gone to her appointment. The day before, but it was far away and whatnot, okay. And also, I had taken public transportation there, and one of them had driven her there, okay. Remember I told you there was once that they fucked up her meds, but it was a new person that did it. And I said something, my mom didn't realize what had happened, and then I get told, we didn't do that, your mom did it. No, she didn't. It doesn't matter because you talk at me, and I know my mom didn't do it. I can't tell you what the situation is, I have it all written down, but it doesn't really matter, I know. But the fact is, after that happened, their solution is, then your mom needs a home nurse. Your mom needs a home nurse. And then comes in every day and gives her her meds. So I knew my mom didn't want a home nurse, but your mom needs a home nurse. I knew in the back of my mind she wasn't going to be approved through insurance for a home nurse, but I didn't say anything. I kept my mouth shut, right? So then, I respected, the nurse told me first, we want to get your mom a home nurse. I'm like, yeah, whatever, okay? If that's what you think needs to be done. Because sometimes she's confused about her, yeah, okay. And I never mentioned it to my mom, okay? So then when they talked to my mom said she didn't want a home nurse. that bitch on that horrible phone call was one of the things she accused me of doing. You told your mom not to get a home nurse. No, I didn't. I didn't even talk to my mom. Yes, you did. And then she's like, you better call her right now and change her mind. In the end, it was all for nothing, as I suspected all along, but kept my mouth shut. She wasn't approved for a home nurse by insurance. See? It's all just fucking, and these people, they I can't fight them. I can't. I'm one person alone. I can't fight them. But anyway, before that, I'm going backwards in these things. My mom and I had a long day where it was raining and I was walking in the rain, whatever. It doesn't really matter. I know a lot of times my mom doesn't listen to her own voicemails, right? Okay? So I would sometimes leave extended absence greetings for my mom, right, on my cell phone. Well, if I didn't give you my cell phone number, and I'm not expecting a call from you. Anyway, the bitch called, couldn't reach me, and was all pissed off. And then it's saying, we're really concerned about that message you left. Oh my God, what the fuck is this, Big Brother? And I had saved that, and there's nothing wrong with the message. But you see what she does to me? So then I said, Mom, I do not want these people ever, they have my home phone number. I don't want them having my cell phone number. They got it from you. Don't give it to them. I changed my number. Don't give them the new number. Flash forward. I get a call from one of the new nurses who my mom and I both liked. My mom had really liked, but then she showed her true colors. Especially when my mom tries to complain about the other one, and they're condescending towards her. They think my mom can't possibly have a brain or whatever, and it's all coming from the horrible daughter who doesn't like them for no reason. Can you imagine how mad I was? And I have it all saved, by the way. They knew that I didn't want them to have my cell phone number. My mom had told them I didn't want them to have my cell phone number, okay? I had left intentionally a very bad message, not bad, but on my home phone saying, you know, blah, 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 whatever, and tell so-and-so, name of the bitch, that it's, you know, called freedom of speech, and, you know, that I can leave any outgoing message I want on my own personal phone that I pay for, you know, etc., etc., and, but I did it vaguely so you couldn't tell, right? Anyway, when all this stuff was going down with the house, and I told you, it was all, insulation was all wet underneath. It was bitter cold. We had some bitter cold days. Well, my mom gets confused sometimes. We couldn't take a long shower anymore. The shower would cut off. I get a call from the bitch who knew, not the bitch I couldn't stand, but now it's like I said, I'm gonna lump them all together because you can't say they are all together. You understand? On my cell phone. She knew damn well I didn't want her to have my cell phone number. They knew. My mom had told them, I had told them, but they got it off my mom's notebook, called me. Laura, we heard, you know, from your mom you don't have any heat. Is that true? There's no heat there? Oh my God, you fucking bitch. We have heat. We have heat, you fucking cunt. You, how dare you call my cell phone? And then when I told my mom that she had called my cell phone, she said she couldn't have. I didn't give her the number. They snuck and got it out of your notebook, Mom. I don't even know what you call this that we're going through, but it's awful. And then my mom just has to get along or whatever. She has to just forget all of this. And then she gets sick, and then she just doesn't want to hear it from me when I say you can't trust them. Don't you remember? I don't want to hear it. They're nice to me. They're my friends, see? And I go crazy and then, you know, in my head and can't deal with it. Bitch called my fucking cell phone, knowing damn well that I'd never given him the number. Selena was appalled by that. She's like, oh my God, you're kidding me. I'm like, no, I'm not. They do whatever the fuck they please. I mean, whatever the fuck they please. I can't fight for them. I'm alone. How dare they call my cell phone number when I didn't give it to them? You get it? They do what they want. And they can say anything against me, and they're always going to be believed over me. It's my aunt all over again. You were in that bathroom for 20 minutes. We were waiting for you. I'm sorry. Are you my fucking whatever? You think I'm your fucking client? You think you could talk to me like that? See, we keep flashing back. It all involves the same bitch, you understand? Remember, I suffer from PTSD and anxiety. I needed to meet my mom at her dentist because I had her checkbook, okay? I bet it doesn't even matter that I had her checkbook because actually I could have put it on my credit card. I had her keys from the day before because I'm not perfect, and I had gone to her apartment and forgot the keys here because I'm an imperfect human being, but I'm always expected to be perfect, right? Or I don't even deserve to have a mom. The government people get to take her from me, right? If I'm not absolutely perfect at all times. Selena said she would have been smart with her and saying, I was waiting for you to wipe my ass, bitch. Yeah, but I have to keep the peace because it affects my mother, Selena. You understand? I have to keep bowing down and not keeping my mouth shut. And I did. I kept my mouth shut all the way up until the bitch crossed the line by drilling my poor mom in the car about things that they're none of her business, that happened long before they were a part of my mom's and my life. And you know what I mean? It's like, how dare you? You. I went to my mom's dentist and I was all frazzled because I didn't know how to get there on the bus and I never all this crap and I didn't know how to get there and whatever. I walk in and of course it has to be there the woman that I can't stand and haven't been able to stand since day one. She's the one who drove my mom that day. And I was in my little cute shorts and little top, by the way. The ones that show off my long legs, but whatever. It was the middle of summer. I walk in, I see her, I don't like her. She's snide and condescending towards me every time I have to talk to her on the phone. I don't want to deal with her. So what do? I go up to the receptionist. How long will my mom be? The receptionist tells me how long my mom will be. Okay? I'm all frazzled, I'm hot, I'm whatever. I go to the bathroom. I'm flustered, I'm looking for something, I go to the bathroom a couple times, blah, 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 whatever, but it doesn't even matter, because, like, it doesn't matter. There are people who are in the bathroom for a long time because they're taking a shit for a long time. Selena couldn't believe any of this when I told her, okay? I told her a while after it had happened. I hadn't been talking to Selena for a while. She was caught up in her own shit, and I was caught up in my own shit, and my mom, and, you know. But when I did tell her, she just was, I was telling her all this stuff. She's like, you gotta be kidding me, Laura. I can't believe it. I know. My mom was supposed to be out for a long time. It's not like I just went to the bathroom and didn't ask. I wanted to get away from that woman. I don't like her. She's a half my age little government employed twit who just is snide and condescending and put me down and knows I'm on disability and don't try, you know what I mean? I wanted to get away from her. Would you want to sit there in the lobby with her while your mom, when you hate her and your mom's, you know, can't stand her? I'm not going to say hated, but can't stand her and your mom's in the dentist for how long? How long is my mom going to be? Well, guess what happened? It turned out that my mom was in there for less time, right? And they had to come and knock on the door to get me. But I didn't know. I'm not omniscient. And that woman was in the middle of the lobby, in the middle of the thing, and she, in front of everybody who was in there, which wasn't anybody, but it was the reception, it was whatever, she scolded me. Scolded me. This half my age little government employed twit, and I, you know, that I have to play nice with, and for the sake of my mentally ill mom who has to have them in her lives all the time, and consequently, you know, I have to just, I can't deal with it. I swear to you people, Selena couldn't believe it. This is what she did. I came out, and this is what the bitch did. You were in that bathroom for 20 minutes. We were waiting for you. Oh my God, what is this? You're timing me? And I asked my mom after the fact, I'm like, were you, they weren't waiting for me, but how dare she even do that to me? How dare she? And then I had something that I wanted them to have. It's just, this story is unbelievable. It's all unbelievable. But how she did that. And then later, on the horrible phone call, she said, you were screaming at your mom. And then, no, I wasn't. I was not screaming at her. Well, you berated her. Okay, I am not perfect. You had just scolded me publicly in front of everyone like I'm your fucking kid, you fucking bitch. And you know, she did that. It was loud. And my mom, but now my mom has, you know, she has memory problems, and my mom forgets all of this stuff that happened. You understand what that does to me? She forgets. The woman's nice to her. I say something negative against the woman. My mom's, I don't want to hear it. She's nice to me. We sing together, and she doesn't want to hear it. So I'm in fucking nightmarish hell. I remember everything, of course. That bitch did that to me. Scolded me publicly. Okay? I was all frazzled, all nervous. And my mom had forgotten something that I wanted that I wanted them to have. These people to have. They're in my mom's life. I'm foolishly trusting them and thinking, well, you care about my mom, and her stupid bed frame is all sticking out and sharp, and we trip over it, and I just wanted their opinion on it, and this bitch is, this bitch, she was putting me down for that. I didn't want to give her. I wanted someone else to have my note. I didn't want to talk to her about it. You understand? My mom had forgotten the note, and I was upset, but I wasn't screaming at my mom. We're mother and daughter. I had put in the note in her purse the night before and said, don't, and then she doesn't have it. I said, don't take it out of your purse. So I was upset and I was nervous. I was flustered. This woman had just publicly scolded me like I'm her fucking kid. I already hate her. I already don't like her. She's already treating me like this from day one, and I have no choice but to associate with her and talk to her. So we wound up being a scene, but at that time, Mom doesn't remember it now. And even a few months later, she didn't remember. You understand? Even not that long later, she has memory problems that play right into their hands because she forgets. And then she just likes them because they're nice to her, and then she calls them her friends. We had a scene, a back and forth scene, because I didn't want to discuss with her what the note said. And she's like, well, just tell me what it is. And then she's making fun and putting me down for that. You know, we're not Candyman. Why did you, we need to, blah, 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 blah. And oh my God, you're such a fucking bitch. You are such a fucking bitch. I have to do it. I have no choice. But in the end, I was all flustered and nervous, and I left the purse. And none of this would have happened if it hadn't been her. If it had been anyone else, I would have sat with them in the lobby. It's just because it was her. And I wound up, and she went and told everyone else this, of course. But she's not going to ever say what she did. Is she going to say to her team members that she publicly scolded me? No. She's going to say, Laura yelled at her mom. I didn't yell at her. I was under my breath, but I was upset with my mom. But my mom was upset about the whole thing. She told me she was upset that the back and forth between me and this woman because the woman was pushing me. I don't want to discuss the note with you. I don't like you. The note wasn't for you. It was for your manager. It wasn't for you. So my mom was all flustered and everything because there was a scene between me and this woman, and she gave as good as she got. You understand? I mean, I didn't want to talk to her about it. I don't like her, and she was pushing me. She said, "Oh, just tell me what the note was about. You know, your mom left it at home, blah, blah, blah. You shouldn't be getting upset." You know, she didn't say it. She was like, and then she went and told everyone, but she did it her side. They don't get to know my side. They only get to know her side. You understand? Do you get it? Do you get it, people? And then later, during the horrible phone call, she was accusing me of doing things that I didn't do, like talking my mom out of getting a home nurse when I'd never mentioned a word of it to my mom. You screamed at your mom that day, and I didn't scream at her, and she backed down. Well, you berated her. Yeah, the difference between screaming at her and berating her, bitch. Number one, but if you said you screamed at her, I know that's what you went and told all your co-workers. You see, I've only told you a few things, but I have everything documented. Everything. How this woman treats me every single time. And I have no choice but to deal with her. And my mom has no choice but to be involved with all of them, so she just gets along to go along and forgets and puts it in the back of her mind, and her memory problem helps her forget, and that's it, and I'm screwed. And now she's in the hospital, or on her way. Probably to one of the two that I hate because I'm in hell. We have to add to the hell. And these people are going to be loving it because they called elder services 5 months ago when she was well. They're waiting for this fucking day, people. They're waiting for it. They've been waiting. She thinks they're her friends. They're paid to be nice to you, but they're also nice to you to get you to reveal stuff, Mom. They want you to trust them. They're not your friends. I'm all you have. They're not your friends. I have all these saved. Maybe they're gone. This is what Selena says about these people preying on the elderly and mentally ill. Cowards, cowards, cowards. December 15th, 2018. anyway. Remember, you including stuff about how I suffer anxiety and PTSD, you know what I mean? And what this is doing to me, what these people do to me. Inbox was, it's just, the messages are gone, it's too bad. It's too bad. This is fucked up. Unless I was having her send them to my mom's phone, and that might be what it was. Oh, you know what? I think I was having Selena texting her through my mom's phone. So I have them all deleted, but I saved them all somewhere. She said some good shit. Some really good shit, including they're supposed to be concentrating on being there to help your mom, not getting all up in your business or getting in back of, I know. Selena said some good shit that I have saved somewhere, but it's not on this stupid phone. That's why it's gone. Otherwise, if you run out of room, it's going to get rid of the really old ones. And this is not, you know, that must be what it was. It's all on my mom's phone. I deleted all of them, of course. So they even warned me about that. You better, you know, they could get a hold of her phone and she wouldn't even know it, and, you know, because she's so trusting. We know they looked at her notebook. I believe her. She was appalled. She said, she couldn't have called you. I didn't give her your phone number. She didn't have it. I said, Mom, she called me, and I played it for her. Played the woman's voice. And they just eavesdropped on my mom's notebook. And again, I have to associate with them. It's my right, as Selena said, to have them just have my home phone and not call my cell, but they do what they fucking please. They're on a power trip, too big for their britches, seriously. Seriously. Why not? Look what happened when I sent letters in and nothing happened. Nothing. Nothing. I was a naive goddamn fool. laying down the law, and I know that I'm right. You have no right to do that to my mom. And okay, you know, it's one thing if you and I don't get along. You have no right to do that to my mom. Apparently in their eyes they do. They have a right to do anything. My mom gets like this, like I said in the other video, she's out of control, okay? I mean, she's out of control. It's just, you can't stop her from doing anything. It's just so frustrating. It's just so frustrating. And then I'm like, whatever, do what you want, just leave me alone. And she won't leave me alone. You know, won't let me sleep, won't let me do whatever. And I'm not a fucking robot, you know? And then she gets to tell me and tell other people, you do nothing for me, you get nothing for me, you got me hardly anything for Christmas. I got you that $13,000 bathroom. That was all me. You wouldn't have had it. I went through hell to get it.